Everyone, this is Grand Madam. Welcome to my shop. Welcome to Grand Madam's Tarot. Today, I am going to do an Astro Tarot reading for Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Masculines first, and then in the next video, I'll do it for the feminine energy group. Now, when I'm saying masculine energy group, I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about energy. I'm talking about the active energy that makes you go, go, go. I'm talking about that part of the brain that lets you see things in focus, that squares off every once in a while and sees things in a very concrete, black and white sort of way. That's masculine energy. I'm going to be using the masculine archetype deck. And for Cancer, the Moonology deck. And whatever I feel necessary to clarify whatever I see. Now, I'm going to leave the entries time-stamped for the signs that I've mentioned. And on that note, I guess we can get started. I'm doing this because I was prompted by Spirit to get it done before the holidays. Now, we have Veterans Holiday and we have Thanksgiving coming up. If there are other holidays from other cultures I'm not aware of, I apologize for not bringing them up. I'm going to just call them the November holidays, okay? Because there's a lot of stressful energy that's hitting this planet. We are literally giving birth to a whole new state of consciousness. It's like we're in labor pains, and we're taking one hit after another hit after another hit. There have been a lot of loved ones passing. A lot of celebrities have been passing over to the other side. Some of our gurus, teachers are passing over, and we're left to fend for ourselves. But we're never alone. We're never really alone, ever. And so that's probably why Spirit wants me to get this information out so that you'll be fortified into dealing with whatever's coming up next. Okay? So, for right now, we're going to deal with the Cancer masculine energy group. All right? And now we have females in that energy group and non-binaries in that energy group. I myself have very masculine energy, so I'm in that group and I'm balanced. So I'm also in the other groups. But I'm not a Cancer. Part of me is, but not all of me. Anyway, so it's perfectly fine for you to watch, enjoy, and give some food for thought from these signs, whether you're male or female or not. Okay? Perfectly fine. The key is, do you resonate with it? Does it still hold your interest even after the reading is ended? Okay. All right, so Cancer masculines, what do they need to know to survive and thrive during the November holidays? The November holidays. Yeah, Thanksgiving keeps popping up. Well, that's the big one. But we also have Veterans Day. Spirit is talking. Okay. Oh, cut it now? Cut it now. Oh, all right. This is very active this morning. Okay, we have, look at this. This is in another deck I have. This is in the Modern Tarot deck. The Athlete. This is the one who's disciplined. This is the one who's pushing it for all they're worth. Goal is to win, be a winner, regardless of the distractions, regardless of the obstacles, regardless of things that get in the way. So, on one side, at the top of the deck, we have the athlete, and here at the bottom of the deck, we have the activist. This is the energy that stands up for what is right, or at least what's different, what needs to be different. You see the two, look, breaking of the chains of slavery. Fight the power to be. That's interesting. So, something new this way comes. Put these over here. So, let's start out with the Rider-Waite deck. What does the Cancer masculine energy, what does the Cancer masculine energy group need to know to survive and thrive in the November holidays? What does Cancer need to know? This is interesting. We have two different energies. We have that go-getter energy of the athlete, and we have the activist, the go-getter energy of the activist. Both are action cards, and yet both move their bodies differently. Quite interesting. Both masculine, okay? It's all masculine. Okay, is this it? Overall energy right now, balance. This is the Justice card. The Justice card. And with that, some wrong has to be made right. And that's what the activist is trying to do. So we have that activist energy. We also might have some lawsuits coming. Also, justice to me, in my deck, I see it as the state. And here we have the sun. The sun is a card of illumination, exposure, and success. And crossing it, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, this King of Pentacles can be an example of a corporation, or it can be just someone who is wealthy. Anything in between. Someone who is very stern, very focused on the numbers, on making the money. So here, you might hear about a situation where you may have some protests regarding a businessman or a corporation that involves you. Manipulation in the past. Okay. This is the Magician card. The resources were taken to be used in a way that was unfair. And here we have Temperance. Whatever was done hit a lot of people, and these people more than likely took on an attorney or created a class action suit that said, bide your time. We're going to take this slow. I'm feeling class action suit, Cancer. This is for Cancer Sun, Moon, Ascendant. In this settlement, not everybody got what they expected. Four of Cups. The Queen of Wands is involved. That go-getter energy. The announcement has been made. Let's see. Where are my... let's keep going for a minute. I want to see what that settlement was about, what that lawsuit was about. Yeah, people are coming in with questions. Let me reach over here. Which one am I using? That's not it. I'm going to be clarifying cards. And I'm going back to that lawsuit. Because evidently that lawsuit impacted a lot of people. From the athlete to the activist, huh? Okay. What is justice? What is justice? Oh. Feminine energy involved. Ooh, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. These are years of birth. Whatever happened, Cancer, it is year of the dragon, year of the rabbit, and year of the monkey. I'm going to put them back in there and try again. Too many years to go through. What else? What else? Feminine energy. This is the Justice card. Now we have the Justice card and feminine energy. Oh, Election day was yesterday. Election day. And the states, Ohio, Kentucky. That's all I remember. Well, a few states were voting on reproductive health issues. And let's say the people showed that they were not in agreement with the direction the politicians had taken. And yes, that is definitely going to affect men. It was definitely going to, more men would be in the poorhouse, that's for sure. So what is, oh, that almost popped out. Oh. They're trying to do something here. I don't want a whole book. All right, this is trying to flip. Cancer energy. June 22nd, July 22nd. Imaginative, protective, persuasive. So we're dealing with Cancer energy, Cancer, masculines. And we're dealing with Tiger energy and Dog. The years. 1938, 1950, 62, 74, 86, 1998, 2010, and 2022. I don't know what these years may mean to you, but that's the year of the Tiger. And here we have the year of the Dog. Loyal, sociable, courageous, diligent, steady, lively, adaptive, honest, and smart. The years are 1946, 58, 70, 82, 94, 2006, 2018, and 2030. 2030, I'll leave the future cards off. What those years may mean to you, I don't know. It could be years of a spouse. It could be years of a parent. It could be your future children or your existing children. What else? Justice card. Is there anything else? Okay. Year of the Horse. So we're covering baby boomers, Gen X, Y, and Z in this circumstance. This is the year of the horse. So whatever we have going on with this feminine energy and this Justice card, the whole feminine reproductive issue is taking precedence, Cancer and masculines, it seems. It's going to be coming up. It's going to be coming up. That was the first one to come out. More than likely at the dinner table. But it is something to talk about. Okay. I'll put those over here. So let's keep going. Yeah, because someone has a lot of questions and they're coming in hot, hot, hot. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords here. Yeah, it has to do with the past. It has to do with children. Has to do with money. Child support. Some type of parental support, parental rights, and financing parental rights. Wow. This is the, okay. Whoa, this is hot. This is hot. Okay, and I need another set of cards. Higher self. Maybe no. Pull out the Moonology deck. The World. I have the World sitting on top of the Queen of Wands, and beneath her feet is the Ace of Wands. We are coming into an entirely new consciousness when it comes to women and families. The answers you need are coming. full moon in Gemini, because this is the end of an era. The world indicates endings and new beginnings. And this is what we have. Let's see if this is right. Yeah, this is right. This is interesting because the wand is also a sexual symbol. It's a phallus. It's also symbolizing fire, inspiration, new beginnings, pregnancies. And it's coming back here. I mean, it hasn't gone anywhere. But for very, let's keep going here. Is there anything else? The answers you need are coming. And this is just off the world. What about the world, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands? Give me a card. It's a time for healing. Masculine energy group, this is affecting males and females. This is about sex. This is about a reproduction. This whole thing is about reproduction. They're going to be, that Dobbs case is really going to be rendered null and void. Yeah, everything is coming to a stop. Money's coming to a stop. Material slowing up. Money's going to be impacted. Assets are going to be impacted. Yeah, well, they would be. And here's the child. The Page of Cups. Page of Cups was in a reading yesterday. And confusion and worry. Okay, I understand what this is. This is trying to figure out where you stand with this whole reproductive health business. How it's going to impact you. I said infect. I meant affect you. We're gonna have to wait and see about that. But that's just interesting that it would come into the Cancer masculine energy group. Well, that means their Cancer masculine energy group is female dominant. That's what that means. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck. Okay, bottom of the deck is we have the juggling axe, Two of Pentacles, trying to figure out which way to look at that situation. We have the Seven of Wands. People are fighting to protect their rights here. It's not rights, it's your health. And to protect themselves in relationships. Two of Cups. The truth is a double-edged sword, and what's happening is that it's not too smart to be pregnant anymore. How about that? Yeah, people are hungry. It's not even safe. And here's the Hangman, turning your whole perspective upside down to take a look at this. Being a wife and mother and having a business acumen is no longer the thing to be. And here's the Tower, blowing things up. Wow. And it is official. Wow. The cards are advising that this is all about what this, now it's getting specific, because what this is about women who would have to drive in secret to other states to get terminations. And that is coming to the forefront. Some people have been killed. Some people have died. And the laws are going to have to be changed. That's what she's doing. She's like she can be an attorney. She can be a judge. You know. Oops. Congressperson, senator. And what is happening is that folks are withdrawing emotionally from the whole reproductive health issue. And now women are withdrawing from motherhood. Okay. Women are withdrawing from motherhood. And look at this. We have the Chariot, which is a Cancer card. So this is all about you, Cancer. We have the Empress, which is the mother. And we have the Four of Swords. So from what this is telling me, there was a time when women were growing up, they wanted to be wife and mothers. Hell, that was the only option they had. And now they're laying that concept to rest. Even Cancers are doing this. So, wow. Guess what the talk of the table is going to be? That's what the talk of the table is going to be for the holidays. So that's going to be, don't get into any arguments, please. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Your choices are your own, and they're your business, Cancer. Cancer masculines. Both males, females, in on this. That's pretty much it. And do not worry yourself needlessly. Do not worry yourself. You don't argue over what could be. You have enough on your plate dealing with what is. But this is just what to expect at the dinner table or at the rallies or parades for Veterans Day. Okay? So you've got Thanksgiving coming up, and you do have Veterans Day coming up. I'm not sure what the other holidays are because I don't celebrate any of them other than the food day. You know, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I haven't done anything in Veterans Day since my dad passed. So, yeah, he's a vet. So that's basically it. Okay, coming up next, we're going to look at the Leo masculines. This is Grand Madam. Much love. Hello, Leo. This is Grand Madam at Grand Madam's Tarot. Today we are doing Astro Tarot for the holidays of November. Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and all in between. And from the Masculine Archetype deck, I have picked, I didn't pick it, I shuffled it up and it came out. Topics, energies of the Entitled Prince and the Teacher. So we have some clashes in ideologies already. And some of those clashes are coming out of plain selfishness and ignorance. And that's why the Teacher is here, to explain some things regarding science, nature, philosophy, you name it. The Entitled Prince gets taken to school. Okay. The Entitled Prince is going to be taken to school for the month of November. All right. Overall energy. Ooh, and this is why. This can, you know, I heard the word self-destruction. Ten of Swords. Clean up every chakra. And then some. Now, this is a card of betrayal. This is a card of being backstabbed. This is a card where either someone has really done you wrong and ruined your life, or you've done it to yourself. And you did it based on false ideas. The swords are the symbols of ideas, thoughts. And that's where the Teacher comes in. Okay. So, let's keep going. So right now you're feeling like you've been defeated. You've been, some of you are, not all, of course. You've been betrayed. You've been sold out. And that's after you have presented yourself in a certain way. And you're feeling the way you presented yourself was on point. It was accurate. It was who you were. Uh-oh. Especially when it came to love and romance. Things didn't go that way you expected. Not just love and romance, but overall success in life. Okay, and here you are, King of Wands. In some decks, the wand that the king is holding, the wand before the king is also a phallus symbol. King of the Lovers. And okay, Leo. Leo got some work to do. Leo masculine. So there are women in this group too. It's something you have to take a look at. More than likely, is probably take a look at how you're doing things, what your thoughts are, what you need to do for yourself. And you need to start working on them. It could be that shadow, whatever it is. Once you've gotten it clear that whatever it is you need to do for you, you can make some money off of this. It could possibly be a book you might write, My Life As, or a vlog, What I Didn't Know Was, What Happened Was, or a song. Because whatever you do from this time that you are spending working on yourself, it's going to be creative. Yeah, whatever is going on was major conflict here. This is a Five of Wands. Major conflict was created. Move this back a bit. And now you just want peace of mind. Some of you have gone on to that island so where you can be peaceful. Some of you have just shut the door and turned off the phone. And others of you are still concerned about some things, some worries. Could be about your money. Definitely Four of Pentacles. It's definitely about holding on to assets that you are not willing to give up. Here's some regret also. Some of you are holding on because you don't want to experience the feeling of regret. Holding on to a relationship, holding on to a job, whatever you're holding on to. But a decision has been made. Here's Judgment card. And this decision came from on high. That's a universal decision. That is a decision that is out of your hands completely. And here's your card again. Strength. Strength. Let's see what the other one's going to be. Things happening fast. So what you're going to have to do right now, Leo, is to hold on to what you want to keep. You are going to have to think fast about ways to maintain yourself. Think fast about ways to stay grounded and put yourself in a safer position. Because some kind of way you've gotten yourself in a position, your insecurities were showing. And when that happened, and when people picked that up, did you go roaring at somebody, at the wrong person? And now they know they've got you by the throat because you yelled at somebody. Oh, yeah. Okay. Justice card again. The restore and restoration of balance. Things have gotten out of hand, so things need to be restored. And here is Four of Swords. Time to take a rest. We'll be given one. Some of you are going to find yourself in solitary confinement, Leo. Others are going to take this time, like I said, to go into yourself, turn off the phone, the TV, everything, any kind of distraction whatsoever, and figure out who you are, how you want to live your life, and what you want to see. Because a lot of you have taken on this attitude of the entitled prince, the me, 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 me. And life has been your teacher to show you that's not the way the world works. And you are learning a very difficult and harsh lesson about that. That's going to be the talk, but that's going to be the talk of the holidays, the talk of the Thanksgiving Day table, the talk at the parade. I hope you don't talk at the parade like this. But it would be a great idea to spend some time with a person who is more knowledgeable and wise, to pass some things by them. Because the thing about the entitled prince is the prince is so entitled, he gets everything he wants, or so he should get everything he wants. And when he doesn't get what he wants and he throws a temper tantrum or whatever it is, calls somebody's supervisor to complain, or complain to the wrong person, or say the wrong thing about the wrong person, he gets kiboshed. Because he's like, nah, mister, you wrong as two left shoes. And so he needs his teacher. Because so far, judgment has been made on Leo. Now, this is not everybody, of course. But a judgment has been made, and Leo's got to pay the price. And this is where Leo learns some wisdom. Leo learns some. Let me read you. Hold on a second. The Entitled Prince. And it's coming out of this Masculine Archetype Handbook. Oh, my guidebook here. This is a very, very interesting deck of male archetypes. I use it for female because some females have this energy too. I know, I'm one of them. What am I looking for? Oh, doggone. The Entitled Prince. Because what happens is that once we recognize our shadows, we start working on our shadows, we start managing our shadows. You don't change your shadows. You manage your shadows. And basically what happens once you start getting in control of yourself and you realize some things that may not necessarily be what you expected them to be, but when you find out what they really are and what the basis of their existence really entails, you make your own changes. And I'm looking for the Entitled Prince. And then you start evolving. And knew it's in here. So I'm curious to see where you develop, what you develop into. Ah, here you are. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Okay, you entitled princess, you. And it's interesting to balance off. Okay. Ready? I'm going to give you the shadow aspects. Then I'm going to give you, look at the Justice card as balance. Once you have balanced your shadow, the things you become. Shadow aspect. You are the entitled prince is the shadow aspect of the sovereign, the king, the leader. Right now, spoiled brat asshole. Okay. Keywords of the entitled prince. Apathetic, weak-willed, vain. To balance, you will need vision boards, affirmations, solo adventures. The entitled prince hides from responsibility and pushes others to do the actual work. He feels so inflated by his own self-worth that he spends most of his time bickering and complaining. Sound familiar? He sees himself as a victim of external circumstances, making him feel impotent and passionless. The entitled prince assumes the world is conspiring against him. The only time he feels safe is when he is wholly coddled by someone else. And I mean coddled, okay? To break free of the shadow, the entitled prince must take up his responsibility and regain his empowerment. He must face his anxieties and begin the long journey of finding inner confidence. inner confidence. Otherwise, he will continue to hurt the people around him and see his kingdom in ruin. When exploring the shadow aspect of the entitled prince, look to how you fulfill your obligations. Are certain things guaranteed to you because of your position? How do you show gratitude towards people that help you, if you do? Working on your confidence and self-reliance will help bring the shadow aspect back into balance and unlock your true potential as leader. So right now it's a whole bunch of fake leaders running around here. You're fake because you're not using you've let your entitled prince get out of hand. You think you're actually getting things because you wanted them or because you can demand them. That plays out. And once you start working on this internally, you can go from this to this. Okay? All right, Leo masculines? That's going to be a heck of a conversation for you too. But I avoid all confrontation and just sit around and listen to the older guys talk or the older women talk and see what you can pick up. All right? Happy holidays. Much love. Hello, Virgo Masculine Energy Group. This is Grand Madam. Welcome to Grand Madam's Tarot. I was moved to do the Astro Tarot once again. This time it's for the holidays of November, specifically those like Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. There are messages in here for you that you must hear, evidently. So because Spirit got me off one project to work on this, okay? So I am using the Masculine Archetype deck. And it's interesting because what that is giving a range of qualities you may have already or may need to develop, almost like a South Node, North Node thing. But it's quite interesting to see. So this is for Virgo. One more. No more? Okay. All right. So these are the messages. What you can expect for the month of November. Oh, beware, beware, beware. Here's the charlatan. And here's status quo. What does that mean? Charlatan in your midst. Hold on, Masculine Energy Group. Oh, we know what a charlatan is. Somebody's faking the funk. I've already shuffled and broken down the cards, cut the cards, and put them back together. So for the Virgo Masculine Energy Group, the overall energy is BAM! You, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the numbers person. This is the wealthy person. This is the entrepreneur. This is the person who can't afford to be around a fake or a phony. So let's see what's going here. It can cost the business. So on the outside, someone is looking like a very prosperous businessman. Inside the subconscious holds the truth. And what is the truth? Ace of Swords. The truth is that somebody is double dipping, doing a balancing and juggling act, trying to keep up the appearances. Ooh, I don't know who this is. 4. All right, in the past there was a lot of confusion, or this masculine was in a lot of confusion. Keep in mind, in the Masculine Energy Group, we have females as well as non-binaries, along with male people, male folk. A lot of confusion, a lot of celebration. That sounds like too much brew and too much something else. Ooh, and the story slipped out and became public. Oh, now Virgo, out of all that, here comes, for some of you, a Page of Cups is a child. For others of you, it's a very, very small offering to someone you owed a lot to, which created this conflict. Five of Wands. Now you're carrying a burden. Pressure's on. It's hot, it's heavy, and it's hot. And you're concerned about giving away too much money right now, or giving away any money, not getting any money back. These loans are not paying off. But you still can, some of you, all right, we're getting into the female side of the masculine Virgo, masculine energy Virgo. You're still okay. Financially, you're secure. You're financially insecure. But there's a charlatan in the midst, or this is just the way somebody does business. They're sneaky. So I'm picking up, Virgo, watch yourself. Virgo energy, Virgo moon, Virgo sun, Virgo ascendant, whomever this is for. There are going to be some federal charges. I'm calling it money tampering. What is that? Come on, what is wire? Um, Problems with wire fraud. You mean laundering, spirit? No, money tampering. I don't know what money tampering is. Spirit said no when I said money laundering. Yes, yes, make up your mind, spirit. Okay. Something federal dealing with money transfers is going to be a major problem, and it's because of this person right here, this energy right here, this energy, because whatever transaction it is, it's a regular transaction. It's nothing special, but once it's made, there's no money on the other end. It's a fraud, but it's a theft. It's a theft. It has something to do with family and children, but it's being watched. This is the Page of Swords. This is the intelligence agency. Somebody is gathering bits and pieces of data. The target seems to be, or the target of the charlatan seems to be families and children. Watch your money. Or that could be the type of business that's being attacked. Mental challenge, that's terrible. There's nothing you can do about it. Or you don't know what to do about it until it becomes official. Now it's going to be out in the news and everything else. The FDA, no, FTA, Federal Trade, FTC Commission. Something about children. Virgo. Something about children. Something about the past. Okay, let's take it from here. Okay. You know, this is weird. This is some type of watch your businesses. It's audit time. Start watching who you do business with, because well, let me just show you what I'm seeing now, because this is some scary stuff here. Yeah, people are going to be heartbroken behind this. I don't know if this is a like a children's store or service for children. It's going to be exposed as some type of corrupt. Well, let me. I know this is not fair free. I'm sitting here looking at this and not telling you anything. I am so sorry. But you know me, I censor stuff. I censor because I don't want you to do anything crazy. I don't want you to feel some kind of way, and I might mention the wrong name or the right name, and you do something crazy. So, and I don't want to be held responsible. But look at this. This, what I'm looking at, reminds me. Don't say it, Carol. Don't say it. We have the Queen of Cups. We have mothers. We have the maternal factor here. We have emotions running deep. Something that's emotionally charged. Some presentation. Here's a presentation. And the presentation was provided by the Queen of Pentacles. And, you know, she's mama and businesswoman at the same time. And it was a fraud. Or she was set up and betrayed. Public announcement, fraud. Corruption. And now there's been a separation. From whom? Fraud. Corruption. Things going on in the background that nobody knew. Money is turning up missing or slowly trickling in. I think money is missing. Things have, because things have had to change now. People see things from a different perspective. They see things as a manipulation now, whatever. I don't know if it was a practice or policy, but now there's an emotional withdrawal from the situation. Things were hidden. Of course they were hidden. They were hidden from the boss lady. Here's the boss lady, the Empress. She's heartbroken. It's almost like somebody came through and stole her business. I mean, yes, she's trying to move forward. And she will. Look at this. Look at this. She's moving forward. You see this? Somebody tried to take the boss lady's business from her. Or tried to, what's the word? Bring it down. I'm not quite sure how do you even call it. Set it up to make it, set it up to fall. Set it up to fall. Or make it look that way. That was just, this person did this. This energy is there. And now her future's in jeopardy. And she's having a lot of anxiety. Bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Yeah, she'll be fine. Or the business, she will be fine. Or King of Pentacles can also be he, a non-binary. You will be fine. But it's some charlatan got in there. This is your success. And this is your solid foundation. So you will be fine. But we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Hierophant. So you have support coming in from the state. This is probably a state representative, corporation, some support. You're wondering if it's worth it, but it was something that really gave you life. And when things happen, it happened fast. It was a manipulation. You ended up on the defending side before you could even figure out what you were defending against, and a decision was made. They hit you at your weakest point, and now that's been changed. And now that you've gone from the Queen of Cups, you are now the Queen of Swords. You will know when you see it again. And when you see it again, you're going to cut it up. Cut it right out. You're going to cut it right out. Whatever you did to attract money for your business, was not the best thing to do. I want to, it's like status quo. If you did something shady, now you're hurting from it, you've got to return to the status quo just to get normal, just to get normal again. I'm going to read the charlatan, and then I'll read status quo. hmm The charlatan is about illusion. So you could be in the movie business, fiction writing business. Um, what else deals with the magic business? Shadow aspect of the wizard, trying to make things happen. Manipulative, deceit, phony, cunning. To balance it out, you're going, this is interesting. To balance out the charlatan shadow, the shadow of a manipulation, deceit, phoniness, and cunning, you're going to have to return to the status quo. Discipline, devotional acts, trust, and humility. The charlatan is a crafty manipulator that hides behind deceit. He uses his knowledge of the human psyche, desires, and emotions to hook people into his trickery. The charlatan has turned to guile out of fear. He has lost trust in his fellow man and thinks the only way to protect himself is to deceive. He takes advantage of other people's empathy, spirituality, and compassion for his own gains. Does that sound familiar? The charlatan will ultimately find himself alone unless he can trust others. Suppose you create complex stories to justify your actions or withhold information to sway others. There you might be falling into the shadow aspects of the charlatan. To move forward, to move beyond manipulation, look at why you feel the need to control the situation the way you do. Look at how you suppress information out of fear. The shadow aspect of the charlatan can come from deep wounds. Look bravely at how you uphold the sanctity of knowledge to bring that charlatan back in balance with the status quo. The status quo. Now let's look at the status quo. Oh, number one. That was easy. I like these archetypes. And you know, the guy who put together the masculine archetypes didn't put together any for the female. He said because he felt the masculines needed something like this. He felt the men needed something like this. Okay. Come on now. That's not the status quo. Okay. All right. Hmm. I think I might do a special section. Okay. Status quo. Status quo. Status quo. Okay, one more page over. Oh, that's interesting. The status quo is a journey card, the hero's journey. What it's doing is it's pointing out where you're falling. Well, not where you're falling, but where you are on the hero's journey. The hero's journey begins in ordinary life. The first stage of the status quo can feel like the days run together, indistinguishable, mundane, comfortably numb. It's easy not to recognize the state of dullness. Look at this. I thought this is so cool. Look at this. That's a yoga move. Where was I? The status quo represents the calm before the storm. It is a moment of rest. It's needed, but if you stay too long, stagnation and decay will set in. This might look like working an unfulfilling job, being a codependent in a relationship, or finding yourself filling your days with distractions to numb the boredom. When this card appears, ask yourself what in your life feels comfortable and continual. What feels dull? Are there nagging life questions to you avoid? Look at how you're stepping into or changing life and how you live it. This is interesting. So basically, somebody thought they could kick up. I'm not saying everybody. Somebody thought they could kick off a certain type of money making endeavor and probably make some money and got caught up in a mess and lost some money and really is on the border of losing their borderline losing their reputation, and they've got to get back to leave this alone, get back to doing things the old-fashioned way for a while. Okay, so that's going to be the table talk or the beer talk with Virgo masculines this November. I'm going to wish you much love and happy holidays.